Dr. Malone, one of the guys that helped create RNA vaccines, has been banned from Twitter for talking about vaccines.
Man, this is a crazy story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so I guess the Twitter police are out again in full force. They've already been banning. I saw they banned Majorie Green this week, and then Dr. Malone for his comments. And this is a guy that actually created the mRNA vaccine, and he's talking about the dangers
yeah,
of the
he
COVID-19
he he
vaccine.
aided in creating the vaccine. He wasn't the
Right.
sole developer, but
Well, he
what?
developed the technology that goes into they're using for the COVID-19
Yeah,
vaccine. So all he's doing is like putting out there some of the dangers, right?
yeah. So let's watch this video.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to social media platforms, free speech and also the spread of misinformation and fake news, believe it or not, are divided by an extremely thin line. Many fail to understand the difference, and sometimes even the social media platforms themselves have no clue as to what are facts and what is essentially fake news. And this is a controversy in which Twitter now seems to be mired in. The social media giant's latest move has sparked a massive storm. Believe it or not, this is what Twitter has done. The Twitter account of a leading US virologist, Dr. Robert Malone, has now been suspended by Twitter. But who is Dr. Robert Malone? Now, Robert Malone happens to be the inventor of the mRNA technology that is being used to vaccinate millions of people around the world. So we're talking about a researcher who has come up with the mRNA technology of making vaccines. But believe it or not, Twitter, in its wisdom, has decided to suspend the account of a scientist who's come up with
I
the
like how he
mRNA
said that.
vaccine.
I like how he said that, like Twitter and its wisdom, its infinite
Right.
wisdom. You can't be a critic.
How could it be science if you can't talk both sides of it?
Yeah, I mean, and science is about hypothesis. It's not even about facts. It's about proving hypotheses that are, test true over and over and over again. They're
Right.
not logical ones and zero facts. It's just over time we've tested this a billion times and we take it to be true.
And that's why they call it
Science.
practicing medicine
Yep,
for a
practicing,
doctor.
practicing.
And it claims it has done this because he was allegedly spreading misinformation on COVID-19 vaccines.
Who gets to decide what's
Let
misinformation?
that sink in. The person who came up with an mRNA vaccine, his Twitter account has been suspended by Twitter because they claim he was spreading fake news. Now, Dr. Malone had over 500,000 followers on Twitter. He was removed after he shared a video about supposed harmful effects of the Pfizer jab. In a tweet, Dr. Malone has noted that Pfizer's 6-month data shows that its COVID vaccine causes more illness than it prevents. He also has pointed out the flaws
Wow.
in Pfizer's trial, both in design and also in execution. In a video, he explained that the harms feared to be coming from the Pfizer mRNA vaccine for COVID-19. Twitter so far has not commented on the move. Despite being involved with the development of the mRNA, Dr. Malone has become an outspoken critic of mass vaccination. Both the Pfizer and the Moderna jabs are built on mRNA technology, which uses genetic engineering to create antibodies. Now, Dr. Malone, however, has said that there is not enough testing in place to warrant for mass vaccinations at this point of time. The sudden suspension of Dr. Malone's account has also raised some serious doubts on Twitter's authority and even credibility. Does Twitter have enough experts with it who can actually suspend a Twitter account of a leading scientist, someone who was involved in the development of the mRNA vaccine? Now, Dr. Malone's
So let's
followers have
yeah,
slammed the social media.
let's kill this and talk about it. So I mean, so just now they're saying that Twitter might be losing its credibility. Okay,
Oh, it's been lost.
and this is real interesting kind of intersection
It's
of
fun.
vaccines and the virus, but also like social media and misinformation,
Right.
etc. So, I got so tired of the status quo in social media, I just went out and made a website where people could spread misinformation and fake news, as much as they want. So,
or they could just present the facts and it could be shared between both sides and talked about and discussed, and people can grow and learn the truth from one another
yeah,
rather than just hiding one side of it.
So, and nobody, nobody should have the right to censor people. I said that about science. You can have scientific facts, but when you have emerging technologies in medicine,
Yeah.
like you said it best, like practicing medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy's an expert who probably had some, chud go in there and like decide, okay, this guy's not spreading the appropriate message, so let's delete
Yeah,
his
I
account.
think this stemmed from a Joe Rogan interview that he did.
No, I think he had the Rogan interview afterwards.
Okay.
So yeah, he went on Rogan right after that. But even on the forum on our website, one of our posters took a picture with this guy like months ahead of time.
Really?
He's Viking on the board.
Okay.
He had a picture he took with Dr. Malone like months ago at this convention talking about this. And so it's interesting how we've come back full circle. But
Yeah, and he's been saying that he's been repeating the same comments before, and he said he was kind of shocked by it because nothing's changed. He's been saying that the dangers of this are out there. So it's really a crazy story, and what the people like Twitter are going to learn that you cannot censor people. Like, they will not be censored. They'll just go somewhere else. And there's been a huge movement to other platforms like Getter and, even the Free Speech Forum. We've seen an influx of people. The more they censor, the more you send people somewhere else so they can still discuss it.
So I love how we know Google will help us out and put a little, anytime you talk about the vaccine, they put a little reminder. It says, if you want to go read more about the vaccine, click on this.
Go read about how safe it is.
Click on this to go to Google and learn about it. So.
Yeah, they're mostly safe. That's what they'll tell you on there, so whatever.
Anyways, if you want to have a consenting opinion, get on the freespeechforum.com. We welcome it, and there's always discussion going on about this on the forum.
Yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any future podcasts.
Yeah, and if you keep watching, you might find a Bob on here. He's
Yeah.
a pretty interesting guy. He'll probably be back.
He would be
soon.
very heated on this topic.
Yeah, he gets fired up.
Yeah, we'll see him next time, though. All right, you guys take care.